Over the years, the Indiana Pacers have had a few stars, superstars, memorable players that you can associate with the franchise. Reggie Miller is probably the best and the most popular Pacer of all time. Now, Tyrese Halliburton has risen to a real superstar status. Before him, it was Paul George who was proudly leading the Pacers in one playoffs after another. But in between all of them, there is one more Pacer, who at his heyday was a superstar. His name is Danny Granger. In 2009, he became an All-Star. He was the most improved player. He was averaging 25.8 points per game that year, the fifth best result in the league. He was one of the best small forwards in the league, at just 26 years old. But fast forward 5-6 years later to 2015, and he was out of the league. So what happened to Danny Granger? Danny was drafted by Indiana Pacers in 2005 as the 17th overall pick. The Pacers were in a desperate need of a new face for the franchise, with Reggie Miller retiring in 2005. I'm not sure the Pacers really counted on Granger to be that guy, but in his rookie season, Granger made NBA All-Rookie Team and finished the season averaging 7.5 points and 4.9 rebounds. At 6'9" and 220 pounds, Granger had the size to become one of the best players of his position, and slowly but surely, he did. After starting only 17 out of 82 games in his rookie year, Granger had carved a much larger role in his second year. He really improved his three-point shooting and upped his season scoring average to 13.9 points. In his third year, Granger was a full-time starter. Not only he was the best pacer now, but he also was scoring 20 points per game, hit more than 40% of his threes on more than 5 attempts per game. Back then, 5 attempts per game was a lot, believe me. He was going to the rim more, he was hitting free throws more, it seemed like he was improving with every game. And he was really. In 2009, his career year, he scored 25.8 points per game. Strictly at the small forward spot, you could argue he was the second best forward in the league behind LeBron James. Durant was still young, Carmelo was scoring less than him too, and with him making the All-Star game as well, not only he had become the face of the Pacers, he was one of the premier players in the NBA. Unfortunately, what would become the theme of his career, some injuries started to happen as well. In his career year, Granger missed 15 games due to illness and torn tendon in his right foot. Next year, he was still scoring good, averaged 24.1 points per game, but missed 18 games in total, and most of them because of a torn plantar fascia in his right foot. Still though, he made Team USA roster and won 2010 FIBA World Championship. 2010-11 season was very healthy, as he just missed 3 games. But something was missing. He wasn't improving anymore. If anything, he became slower and not as menacing anymore on offense. In 2012, he was once again the leading scorer on the Pacers with 18.7 points, but in the grand scheme of small forwards in the NBA, he was off from the very best at his position. He was still good, he was still a starter, but that season pretty much marked the end of his NBA career. Granger missed the first 55 games of the 2012-13 regular season because of a tendinosis in his left knee, and when he returned for 5 games, he was miserable. He couldn't really play yet. He was shut down for the season after shooting 20% from the field and averaging just 5.4 points. He had a surgery on the knee, but once again missed the first 25 games of the season because of a strained calf. And when he returned, he just wasn't that old Danny Granger fans used to love and cheer for. Fans still gave him a standing ovation when he returned to the court, but it was clear that he's not the same. 8 points, 36% shooting from the field. That wasn't the Danny Granger who just 3 years ago was an all-star. Indiana saw the big picture and traded him away to the Los Angeles Clippers, where he improved slightly, but it was clear that there's no place for him in this league anymore. After finishing the season with the Clippers, Danny signed with the Miami Heat for the 2014-15 season, but his knee problems continued and he played just 30 games with them before getting traded to Phoenix, where he didn't play at all. After the season, he was traded to Detroit, and before the new season even started, he was waived by them. And that was it. Nobody else gave him a chance to return to the league, and I think Danny himself understood that he can't play anymore. In total, he played 586 games in the NBA and averaged 16.8 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 38% from three-point line. He was good. It's unfortunate how his career derailed pretty much right after he became an All-Star. After his retirement, he built up a real estate company and worked for CBS as a studio and game analyst in 2017. More recently though, his name once again popped up in the media as a Jehovah's Witness and for being involved in a way in Brittany Schmidt's comedy stand-up act. Nonetheless, Granger has also been helping a lot in Dribble to Stop Diabetes, so he is doing some good things in this world. It's sad though that his own NBA career was cut short so quickly. But what do you think, guys? How good Danny Granger could have really been? Would his game be still good in nowadays NBA? Please leave your comment down below. Don't forget to like the video, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. This was Purple Prince, and I'm out.